good, man? I don't know.
Well guys, as you can probably tell at this point, we had ourselves a nasty little get off this weekend. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. So yeah, probably the gnarliest crash I've ever had in my entire life. Maybe not in terms of like the injury, but definitely in terms of the speed and just how scary it was. Normally, like mid-crash, I'm pretty optimistic and I kind of think to myself like, okay, yeah, this one's probably gonna hurt a little bit, but like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be all right. With this one, there was a point very early on in the sequence, which you guys will see in a moment, where I knew I was crashing and I was just like, wow, I don't know what I'm about to break, but in about 5 seconds here, I am going to be in a lot of pain. And yeah, unfortunately, I was right. 3 days later, I still feel like I got hit by a truck. I am sore head to toe, side to side, front to back. I don't know if I've ever been so sore in my life. Pretty much banged up my entire body from my ankle to my back, my hip, my shoulder. Collarbone and everything is all good, so that's great. But the two main problems are, number one, you guys already saw my wrist. Whacked this thing pretty good, and we were pretty nervous about a scaphoid breaks. That's really common in motocross, and that can be honestly a career ender at times. But x-rays came back good, just some ligament, tendon, muscle damage, stuff like that. But number two is I really hit my head pretty hard. Definitely didn't get knocked out or anything like that, but I've been showing some signs of like a mild concussion over the last couple of days. Just been a little headachy. It's like my neck and my jaw are really sore. Just been feeling really tired and kind of like mentally groggy, almost like when you have really bad allergies. And then obviously my visor was blown off. So definitely hit my head at some point during the tumble. And those two things are definitely the most serious and what are putting kind of this coming weekend in question. Obviously hate making injury update videos no matter what time of year it is, but it's especially crummy when the round that I was supposed to start my season at is, you know, less than a week away. Honestly, just really frustrated. I have been working so hard to come back from my collarbone surgeries this winter and just been, dude, putting in more effort than I ever have. And I think it's been showing. I've been feeling really, really good on the bike. I feel fit, fast, comfortable, and I'm just so ready to stop practicing and just, you know, go battle with these guys for what feels like the first time in my life. Normally I'm like dreading round one because I always feel like I'm coming in underprepared and I'm sort of like nervous, just dipping my toes in, and I'm like, oh, we're just gonna see how I am. But this year I was, man, just really feeling really good and really motivated to go out there and throw down. I felt ready, man. On top of that, I love Thunder Valley. It's a track I've always done well at in the past, so I'm really loving the bike at the moment. I just feel so confident and comfortable. That's why it's definitely a bit more of a bummer, but I am doing everything in my power to make this weekend happen. We're doing the ice, compression, Advil thing around the clock, doing some stretching, some light banded strength work just to try and get this thing ready to go. And while you're watching this on Wednesday, I'm probably out at Super Coops right now testing it out. So my expectations are low just based on how I feel at the moment. I'm in a lot of pain. My head does still hurt a little bit, but I am super committed to making Colorado happen, and I'm really just doing everything in my power. So if Colorado doesn't happen, I'll definitely be ready for the East Coast swing. But yeah, I know you guys are here to actually see the video. Sadly, of course, I wasn't wearing my own Insta360 helmet cam for this session. Couldn't have been that lucky, right? But super fortunate that I had just passed one of our local riders, Tristan Boudry. I hope I pronounced that right. I'll put it up on the screen. Dude came in clutch. He was actually wearing a helmet cam when I passed him, and he shot the footage my way. And dude, very fortunate that Tristan caught this on camera. Thank you very much for sending that my way. That's what you guys are here to see. So I'll play it through front to back, and then I'll play it again and slow it down and kind of go over exactly what happened. But without further ado, let's roll the clip.
Good, man? I don't know. Yeah, I think so.
you have it. Tristan was a little bit far back to really see exactly what's going on, but I'll kind of zoom in, put it in slow-mo, go frame by frame, and show you guys exactly what happened. If you've ever ridden in the sand, you know how like when a dozer blades in the track, it leaves just that like foot tall, kind of soft, sandy wall outlining the whole track. Unfortunately, this time entering the rollers, I just got a couple inches further to the right than I usually do and caught my toe on that sand wall, and it absolutely blew my foot off the foot peg like immediately. That caused me to full on seat bounce the first roller, both cheeks straight into the seat. That caused me to rebound like crazy. Both my legs flew up over the seat, and unfortunately I didn't come back down straight on the bike. My right leg flew up over down on the left side. So right here, you can see this puff of dirt where my right foot catches the ground and immediately swings up over the seat and onto the left side. And that's the moment where I knew things were going south. When I went to squeeze the bike with my feet and my heels clicked together, yeah, that's a bad sign. And that's the moment where I was like, oh wow, dude, I'm in for a heck of a ride. Good thing I'm going 55 miles an hour, third gear wide open on my 450. It couldn't have happened in the 20 mile an hour corner, no. The rest is sort of a blur in my memory, but as you can see on the camera here, I actually, luckily, have been hitting the gym like a maniac and was able to hang on for a pretty long time. You can see like, I'm riding side saddle. I mean, you can't really call it side saddle, like my entire body's dragging on the ground on the left of the bike, but I'm able to hang on to the handlebars for, you can see like one whoop over the second whoop and kind of heading off the right side of the track here. And that's finally where the sand wall on the right side of the track gets a little thick, and I basically just whiskey throttle the bike like crazy. It goes shooting across the left side of the track. Poor race bike goes flipping like 3 more whoops down the lane. And yeah, I end up in my final resting place between like the 4th and 5th whoop maybe. So honestly, I think I saved myself pretty good here by hanging on for as long as I did. If my hands would have blown off the handlebars right away, I would have went flying through the air and landed really hard, probably on the face of like the 2nd or 3rd whoop. But I think the fact that I was able to hold on so long and kind of ride side saddle and, lower my body to the ground before I let go of the bike, I think that definitely saved me. But the other thing I noticed watching the footage back is that the dirt on either side of the sand wall is kind of like unperturbed, like it's not turned up. So I think when I flew off the bike, I actually landed on that really nice soft dirt wall. So yeah, I think I got really, really lucky, but also fortunate that I do so much strength training with Josh Shepard and a lot of mobility and stuff like that, because I hit the ground hard. I mean, on a good day, we've clocked in on the GPS at like 60 miles an hour through this roller set. And maybe this early in the whoop section, we weren't quite up to 60, but yeah, I bet every bit of 50 or 55. My injury list should be way bigger than it is. So I definitely got very lucky, very fortunate. Even with the bike, all I really did was bust a rear fender. So Renthal handlebars stayed intact. The HGS exhaust system stayed intact. Nothing else really bent up. So really fortunate all the way around. Fortunate to have good friends like Brock Peterson's on the 399 KTM, Stephen Kyle's on the Honda that pulled over and laid his bike up in the woods. And then obviously Tristan himself laid his bike down and helped out. The owner of the track, Mike Cooper, ripped over on his quad. And then of course my old man Dr. P comes flying in on the back of someone's Yamaha, hops off the bike before it's even done moving, and helps me the rest of the way. So lots to be thankful for. The drive home was pretty sad. My dad and I were just like bummed out. We were pretty sure my scaphoid was broken. He's been there for every step of the way, so he knows how much work I put into this thing, and I think he just felt like heartbroken for me. I was heartbroken, obviously. And then once we got the x-rays back and everything checked out good, we were starting to be like, all right, well, Colorado probably out of the question, but definitely for the East Coast ones will be good. Hopefully we don't lose too much fitness. Hopefully we can get right back on the bike, stay running and cycling in the meantime, and things should be good, guys. So yeah, a bummer for sure, but definitely a relief that the season is not completely chalked. We should be back in no time. And I'm still not chalking Colorado just yet. We're gonna do what we can, like I said, to get this thing ready to go and hopefully swing on out there. It's a bummer it's a 20-hour drive one way, because if it was only 5 hours, I would go regardless and just, try it out. But definitely would suck to drive 40 hours round trip just to do 3 laps of practice and decide that my wrist was no good. So by the time you guys are watching this, I should have an answer and should be able to update you guys like on my Instagram, whether I'm going to be going or not. So keep a lookout for that. Wanted to give you guys an update just in case you don't see the 841 machine at Colorado this weekend. And then obviously had to show you guys the clip because it's a pretty gnarly one, dude. But yeah, we're gonna heal up. We're gonna give this thing a try tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you guys at Colorado. If not, High Point, we're coming for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.